Previous lessons we discussed the dangers of electricity, which were electric burns, electric fire, and electric shock. Today we are going to discuss the precautions in dealing with electricity. Simply the word precautions means the safety measures or how to protect ourselves from electric current. The first point, it says do not place several connections in one socket. Now, if you remember when we discussed before the electric fires, one of the reasons of electric fires was placing several connections or connecting several machines or electric appliances in one socket. Do you remember what's going to happen if you do this? Yes, what's happening here is that an electric overload will occur, leading to the increasing in the temperature of the wires or heating up the wires, leading to an electric fire. And that's why we shouldn't place several connections in one socket. If it comes in the give reason question why, so the answer is going to be in order to prevent electric fires. Point number 2, it says do not insert a metal object in the socket. Like you see here in the picture, the person is inserting a screwdriver, which is an uninsulated. He is placing it in the socket, so this person will get an electric shock. You all know that metals are good conductors of electricity, so if we place a nail, if we place an uninsulated screwdriver or metal wires, we are holding them with our hands, so we will get an electric shock. So the answer, if we ask you why we shouldn't insert a metal object in the socket, so the answer is going to be in order to prevent electric shock. Point number 3, place a plastic piece in the socket to prevent inserting another body in it. Now, if we have kids at home, it's very important to close all the holes of the electric socket so that the kids should not play or shouldn't place any metal thing inside the socket, and this might harm them. So placing a plastic piece is very important or very beneficial in this case in order to protect ourselves from electric current. Point number 4, do not touch electric machines that are connected to the electric current with a wet hand. Like you see here in the picture, if somebody is after washing his hands and he needs to go out of the bathroom, so he switches off the light and his hand is wet like this, so this person might get an electric shock. So we shouldn't touch any electric machine while our hands are wet, and you know that water is a good conductor of electricity, and that's why this will get easily an electric shock. Point number 5, do not leave an electric machine or heater connected with electricity while taking a bath. As you see here in the picture, the person is in the bathroom and there is a hair blower is connected to the electricity. And this is completely wrong. So while taking a bath, we should switch off any machine or we should disconnect them from electricity in order to protect ourselves from electric shock. Point number 6, do not try, fix, maintain, or clean any electric machine while connected to electricity. As you see here in the picture, this person is holding a screwdriver and he's dealing with a power source, or somebody can clean or trying to maintain any machine while connected, and this is completely wrong. So this person might get an electric shock. So in order to protect ourselves from this, we should disconnect all these machines before dealing with them. So this is point number 6. Point number 7, do not play with electric connections. That means if we need to fix anything or do something at home, we should call a specialized person to deal with this. We shouldn't do it on our own, because we don't understand in dealing with these things. So we should call a technician in order to do this. So we shouldn't play with electric connections. Why? In order to protect ourselves from electric shock. Point number 8, do not place flammable materials as curtains, furniture, clothes, rugs near electric machines. Now, do you remember when we discussed before the electric fires, one of the causes is to just not place flammable materials like the curtains, like the rugs, like the furniture. We shouldn't place them beside or next to electric machine that generates heat, like the curtains beside the spotlights. This might catch fire, so an electric fire might occur. So this is completely dangerous. So we shouldn't place them beside the machines that generate heat, like the iron, like the spotlight, like the heater, as you see here in the picture. The rug, it already caught fire, so if it comes in the question, so the answer is going to say in order to prevent electric fires. Number 9, do not leave the wires naked or uninsulated. Now, any wires at home should be covered or should be fixed or replaced. We should not keep them not insulated. Point number 10, do not place the electric wires extending on the ground. Sometimes we are working on with any electric machine and the socket is far away, so we're going to just extend the wire away on the ground. So this is completely wrong, because somebody might trip on them, and sometimes we just extend them under the rugs, and this is completely dangerous because the wire might be uninsulated, or and in this case the rug might catch fire, and so it's completely wrong. So we shouldn't extend the wires on the ground.